Yo, what's the deal? Today, I will be stepping out. Going to go get me another mic. Like, the headset is cool and all this and all that. But sometimes I just be want to talk. Just pop, 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 pop. Just get straight into it. But, you know what I mean? Per usual, man. Let's speak some blessings into existence, baby. All praise be to the Most High God and all power be to the people. You understand me, man? I pray that whatever you're going through, whether a blessing or a curse, that God gives you the resiliency, the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding on how to properly manage the blessings and how to navigate through the challenges and the hardships. You feel what I'm saying? We ain't claiming those struggles, not even hardships. Like all this shit is challenges. When you say it's a struggle, it's indicating that it's just whooping your ass, man, and you just may not be able to surmount it. You may not be able to come up out of it. So we ain't claiming that shit, man. It's power in words. We got to learn the law of manifestation and attraction. So we attracting blessings. We manifesting blessings. When you're going through a challenge in your life, stop saying, man, I'm struggling. Nigga, you ain't struggling. It's a challenge. Put on your motherfucking thinking cap. Get inside your intellectual bag and figure that shit out. If you gotta pray, then nigga pray. If you gotta do some walking, if you gotta hug some trees, if you gotta go to a support group, build a support system, do what the fuck you need to do to navigate through this challenge. All that man is a hardship, and nah, it ain't no hardship, it's a challenge. You can make it through this. Just like when we went to school and all that and we'd get a test, a lot of these challenges is rooted in being a test. How are you going to score? How are you going to measure up? Is you going to measure up the way that you've been measuring up for the last 10 years? And some of our cases, 15 years, 20 years, 30 years? No. If you same shit that you was on 7 years ago and 10 years ago, man, you need to reevaluate and reassess yourself. And I'm only telling you this out of love. Um, cellularly, you're not the same person that you was 7 to 10 years ago. Every 7 to 10 years, your cells change. Boop, pop, pop. You got whole different cells. Catch up with your evolution. Stop living in a state of stagnation, man. When God has uniquely created you and set you apart from everybody to be different, to get out there and do wondrous things. When we talk about the United States of America, it's not too many technological advancements that you can talk about without there being black people there to either lead the charge or bring a whole different way of thinking or a new order of operation to obtain the desired results that they're looking for. But I'm not gonna stay on that too long. I'm just talking about all praise be to the Most High God. Whatever you're going through, you can get through it if you stop giving words power and manifesting struggles over yourself, hardships over yourself. Is it gonna be complications? Hell yeah, it's gonna be complications, but those complications is a challenge. Rise to the occasion and excel. That's all I'm gonna tell you. It's a morning motivation for you. And I'm a living proof of that shit. Listen to me. I was born into a challenge. My life was born into hardships, difficult situations. I told y'all, if some of y'all to follow the content, you know, when I was, listen, man, my mama smoked dope with me. Well, not with me, but when I was in her stomach, big piping up and all that, man, I was born with a whole lot of dope in my system. And I was born addicted to crack cocaine, my nigga, on my mom. I'm telling you some real shit. They was gonna take me from my mama. My daddy said, hell no, you ain't taking my boy. Did I tell you that my mama was supposed to abort me? And her mama told her, don't abort that baby. That baby gonna be a blessed baby. He gonna do this and do that. Don't abort him. So she ain't want to go against her mama word, so she ain't abort me. But when she pushed me out into this world, she pushed me into a world as an addict, man. I was addicted to crack cocaine, nigga, as a baby, nigga, on PJ, nigga. Nigga can't tell me about hardships, challenges, complications, and difficult situations. Nigga, my whole life being rooted in that shit, nigga. And if I could do it, you can do it statistically, nigga, on Steve-O. Nigga, I don't supposed to be here, nigga. That's why every day that God bless me to open my motherfucking eyes and get out there and get it, interact with people, love on people, and help people. Nigga's blessed. Nigga's blessed. It's blessed. I'm blessed, my nigga. So that when people ask me, how you doing, Mr. Bobby, how you doing, Bobby? Yeah, incredibly well. Every day that God bless me to see another day, nigga. Nigga, my life was rooted in challenges. Nigga, boom, my mama pushed me out the womb. Nigga, addicted to crack cocaine. My daddy steal me from the hospital. Nigga, first 6 months of my life, 6 to 9 months, he can't properly recall, right? But the first 6 to 9 months of my life, nigga, me and my daddy slept in parks. Nigga, we slept in motherfucking people couches, didn't want us there, garages, nigga. We slept in hospitals just to stay warm for a night. Nigga, cars, vacant houses, nigga, that's a motherfucking struggle, nigga. You can't tell me a motherfucking thing about overcoming complications, hardships, challenges, and difficult situations, nigga. Nigga, I am the example of shit, nigga. If I'm telling you you can make it, nigga, on Steve-O, you can make it, nigga. Find you a support group. Get your mind right. What you dealing with? Stress, depression, PTSD. You dealing with some type of mental health disorder, nigga. You can reduce the severity and effects of that shit. I'm not gonna put it out there and say you can reverse it because that's some shit that's beyond me. But my life is rooted in hardships, cuz I was a young nigga sleeping in cars, vacant houses as a teenager. Nigga, my family ain't come to rescue me from the streets, nigga. It was the people that I love the fuck out of, nigga. The people that they call homeless. I don't even like to use that word because it has negative connotations. It was the people who don't have shelter. It was the people who are living and facing the most challenges that showed me how to navigate through the streets. Nigga, I'm sleeping in a Maureen house. I done told y'all this before. Maureen was a person that was battling substance um disorder. She was, addicted to that crack and all this shit. Niggas it's individuals in there that was smoking with my mama and ran with my mama, and I'm running with they kids in the projects, and they in there smoking dope. Nigga, they ain't want me to be here, so the being there, they throw me out in the cold. Nigga, it's cold as a motherfucker. Nigga, I told you, nigga, I remember walking around the projects, nigga, cold as a bitch. Nowhere to go to. And I'm like, cuz I'm about to turn myself in, cuz where the fuck is the police at? Man, I can't do this. It's too cold tonight. And I seen my homie Moy, hot boy Moy. Shout out to him. Shout out to Weenie. Shout out to the whole family on PJ Crib. I'm like, Moy, cuz I can't do it. I'm about to turn myself in. He say, why? I say, cuz it's too cold, nigga. I ain't got nowhere to go. He say, nigga, you can come to my house. So I love Cub for that. On the east side, PJ Wash Crib. And that's why I ain't do nothing to him, and the love I got for his brothers and his family. But that's why I ain't do nothing to Cub when he broke in my car, stole my music. Hey, nah, because they those bars, man, had an Audi on P's. They got beaten and all this and all that. Man, I come out one morning, my window busted, my music on. I'm like, hold up, cut, nigga, where my? But out of love, a nigga ain't do to him what I could have did to him. You know what I mean? See, I'm real big on relationships, cuz I'm real big on love. The way that I was raised up, we don't do nothing to these peoples because we got a relationship with these people. So before we do something to this person, we gonna go holler at his family and we gonna straighten it out if we can. If we can't straighten it out through the relationships that we already have established, then we gonna do it like this. You understand what I'm saying? I'm raised off of structure and integrity. All this new generation shit, dog, I don't exist and I don't operate like that. But I done said a mouthful. Young Joe says, phenomenal message. Yeah, man, most definitely says, wow. DZHZ say, what up, yay? What's the dinner there, man? Vava, what's the deal? Love you, cuz. Hey, man, listen, when I was homeless on PJ Crip, this is a true story. When I was homeless, I'm just trying to survive. I didn't know that that red car was my cousin Vava red car on PJ. I didn't know. I'm fresh out and I'm trying to survive. I break in a car. It's a lot of shit in there. So I break in a car. I get bags. I get this like this I don't know if you call it a statue, but it's like a briefcase with the extended handle and the wheels. So I go in a big bungalow. It's a big ass bungalow in the middle of the projects, right there on a bend. Like, and I'm going through. I'm like, man, I know I could find at least. I know I could find at least 5 or 10 in one of these motherfuckers. You feel what I'm saying? Wasn't no money in there, but I ain't know it was my cousins. But how I did my research and found out it was Moy that broke in my car. Cuz did his research and found out that it was me that broke in his car. And same situation. He went and hollered at my daddy. My daddy was like, well, I ain't gonna let you kill him, but whoop his ass. And Vava, I don't know why he didn't fight me. Not saying, he probably could have whooped my ass at that time. You feel what I'm saying? But out of compassion and love, cuz must have seen something in me. Cuz must have seen, what I mean, the pain, the hurt, or me just being a lost and misguided young nigga. And cuz didn't kick my ass like my daddy suggested for him to kick my ass. And the nigga always work out. Nigga always been in tip top shape, run 2, 3, 4 miles and play basketball and go over there and, you know what I mean? Very athletic, cuz. But I appreciate cuz for not kicking my ass for being a lost youth, just trying to survive. And I appreciate Cub for that. And I love Cub for that dearly. But we gonna get into this content, man. The bounty hunters, man. My loved one, Yeezy from the P's, man. What's the thin and L, man? How y'all feeling? Much love and respect to y'all. The bounty hunters. And I want to prefix this by saying it's not a shot at the bounty hunters. Nigga love the bounty hunters. Shout out to all my bounty hunters. You know what I mean? From this lot to that lot, from this squad to that squad, and all this and all that. It's an abundance of love, but we got to talk about how we extend love to everybody but ourselves. For anybody that's from the West Coast and you go to shit all around the nation, you know, they got chapters of bounty hunters everywhere, like, you feel me? But this is a notorious game, man. This is a game that if you play with them, they put belt to ass. Initially, when I ran across this content, go make some content on it, and my big homie said, no, yeah, see, I listen. When a big homie say certain thing, I listen. One of my big homies hit me last night and said that I better stop talking about Americans, this, that, and third, so on and so forth. It's all out of love, you feel what I'm saying? And I told Cub, man, I say, man, I'm just as much as an American as I am a certified PJ Wash Crip member. But the truth is the truth. I guess the big homie umbrage to what I was saying yesterday about Mexico, America, this, that, and third. Man, I'm an American. Do I agree with a lot of shit that they do? I don't. I'm a PJ Watts member. Do I agree with everything that's done in my community? No, I don't. I'm from California. I'm from Los Angeles. I'm from Watts. Do I agree with everything that goes on in these places that I just named? No, I don't. And it just so happened that I have an intellectual way of expressing my dissatisfaction or my grievances or my disagreements with whatever it is that I'm participating in, what I am aware of, so on and so forth. I don't want to get too far off topic, but I'm gonna make this one a short one. Then I'm gonna come back, man. I'm trying to do 4 today. Today I'm gonna try to do 4, and I got to get out and feed, so I got to find a time to potentially give y'all 4. But the bunny hunters, man. When I first seen this content, the big homie asked me not to do it. He was like, "No, yeah, this, that, and third." But I'm doing this shit today. I'm doing this shit today to use this situation as an example of how we love on everybody, give everybody respect, forgiveness, and welcome everybody in our communities, but ourselves. Black folks, it's time for us to start loving each other as brothers and sisters and fix whatever can be fixed in our relationships and so on and so forth. But without further ado, let's jump into this content. Shout out to Bunny on our partners, man. Hold on, I want to take it all the way back. You already said, right? This young representative of the bunny hunters, right? He say a lot of niggas can't come right here. A lot of niggas. Oh, hold on, my bad. Boom, let me do this. Check this out. Here it is right there. Boom, there we go. We got content. I'm gonna run it back so you can hear what the brother say, and I want you to keep this in your mind.
Most niggas, a lot of niggas can't come right here. You feel me?
Now watch this.
This is where it start at. That's right. Here, you feel me? Starts right here. Most niggas, a lot of niggas can't come right here. You feel me?
The young dude from Bunny Hunter say a lot of dudes, most dudes, a lot of niggas can't come right here. They can't come right here to the William niggas and guns. They can't come right here. They can go there, but they can't come right here. You understand what I'm saying, man? Listen to me. Imperial Courts housing projects. That's where I'm from, man. Shout out to all my Kikitis and my Haitis, man. I love y'all. You feel me? I love where I come from, man. My OG homies that raised me, invested in me, and all this and all that. Man, I can name names and all this and all that, but we're not gonna go in there because I'm raised and I'm bred by certified killers and gorillas, and that's on my mama, dog. I be having my homies on here. Like, you can ask my homies. My Uncle Larry was a fool. They say my daddy was a, you know what I mean? My daddy was one of them dudes, you know what I mean? But I can go on and all this and all that. dudes that then raised me and overseen my development and all this and all that. But I won't do that. But I will say this: Imperial Courts housing projects and the Nickerson Garden housing projects is the only projects in Watts that don't share a gang name, a project, territory, real estate, or identity with a Mexican hood. The Jordan Downs, you got the Watts Vadio grapes, which is the original. They all come from Watts Vadio grape. Please don't get offended for me speaking the truth. Cause niggas be, oh man, he always talking about us, like, goddamn, man, he always talking about Grape Street. It seems like, nah, nigga, this is Watts history. This is some shit that motherfuckers can Google. Like, get the fuck out your feelings. Like, nigga, I never come on here and disrespect the grapes and all that. I actually go above and beyond to give them their veneration, their acknowledge, and shout them out and all that. Shout out to all the real Grape Street niggas, dog. But getting back to what I was saying, Watts Vadio grape is where it comes from. You don't have Grape Street Watts Crip without Watts Vadio grape being, what it is and all this and all that. So the joint down housing projects, they share a project with some Soranios. The Watts Vadio Grape Street, Southside Watts Vadio grape, did I say? I don't know if Southside Grape Street is the same thing as Southside. I don't know if Southside Grape Street is the same as Watts Vadio grape. I don't know. But getting back to what I was saying, like, the Jordan Downs, which is where the Grape Streets is at, they share their projects with some Mexicans, Soranios. The Hacienda villages that they call now Gonzaga Village, the Hacienda Village Bloods share their projects with the Hacienda Village boys. Su Terese. So the Imperial Courts, where I come from, we ain't sharing our projects with nobody. Ain't none of that. Many have tried, many have came and tried to, Southside, man, ain't no Southside PJ. If y'all gonna be from PJ, that's it. Ain't no side, ain't no none of that attached to it. And if we catch you doing it, it's gonna be problems. It's gonna be ramifications for your actions. It's gonna be consequences. Don't come on here, get put on a set and start rocking with the homies and try to start no Sudanio hood over here. We ain't doing that. Ain't no, but can we? No, none of that. And listen, we ain't talking about it no more. And if you bring it up again, we gonna bust you in your mouth. We gonna beat your ass, and you gotta move from over here, dog. You gonna come over here. You either gonna be what you gonna be, but you ain't putting none down over here. It ain't no Southside this, no Sudanio that in these projects right here. So that's what's unique about the Nickerson Garden housing projects and Imperial Courts. Them projects that Imperial. We ain't doing that. And I'm not saying that we are against these individuals or against Hispanics. I know a lot of people will try to misinterpret what I'm saying, but what I'm saying, if you are a Sordanio gang, you're not coming in these projects putting the motherfucking thing down. If you a Sordanio gang and you want to come over here with respect, you can come over here with respect, but you ain't coming over here putting nothing down. So the Imperial Courts and the Nickerson Gardens, that's where we differ from the other two projects. You feel what I'm saying? We don't do that. You feel what I'm saying? Some guys that went and played with the Bonnianas on the back streets over there and, the Bell Havens and all that. And he found out the hard way trying to bring that race shit over there and target and victimize kids and all that. When it comes to that, Imperial Courts and Nickerson Gardens, we gonna drop our nuts and we gonna stand up. You know what I mean? But getting back to the content, man, you see what the little brother say. A lot of dudes, a lot of niggas can't come right here. But look, check this out. Shout out to my nigga D-Lo from Bunny on the Watch, man, on the Renting Nails. Now check this out right here. This was confusing to me when I first saw it.
A lot of niggas can't come right here. You feel
now
me?
Watch this.
This is where it started at. Who's up, Chilling? What up, man? That's right. Where y'all from? Florence. Come Roddy. All right. Can't come right here. You feel me?
Pause. My young nigga from Bunny, as I don't personally know him. Oh, fuck. Hold on. Let me run it back. This should be tripping. How the fuck it go off and it was already on there? Like, that's what I be saying. Boom. Let's run it back. Let's get into it. I done already gave you the history lesson of the Bunnianas and the PJs and not letting Southsiders come over there and dictate what we do or, bring their identity to where we from. Like, no, we ain't doing that. Shout out to the Bunnianas for that, man. Shout out to my homies as well. Now, look, let's get back into it. Check out what the young niggas say, like.
Those niggas, a lot of niggas can't come right here. You feel me? Starts right here.
Now watch this. 1 minute later. 1 minute later. You know how they show something and then it be like 1 minute later and then boom. Check this out. This one of them moments.
Chilling? What up, man? That's right. Where y'all from? Huh? Florence. Florence. Come Roddy. Roddy? All right.
Boom. Let me give you a historical fact. A lot of Florencia Treses, they don't like Watts hoods. When they use the word twats, they dissing all Watts. They used to beef with the South Side or the Watts Vadio Gray Streets and another Vadio in Watts. So they just start saying fuck all Watts, blacks and Hispanics. So they push fuck all Watts. It ain't, oh man, it's just about these Vadios or it's just about these black fools. They push fuck all Watts. D-Lo from Bonniana says F-13 be wishy-washy. Me personally, I wouldn't have gave him a pass. Psh, come on, big dog. That's all I'm saying. Like, we press hard. You from what? Nigga, these sop. Nigga, what's up? What's up? Oh, no. Like, oh, my mama, like, you from that? And y'all be saying, what? Nigga, what's up with you, cuz? Oh, fool, no, I know where I'm at, dog. Ain't all that ain't for you fools, dog. The little homies be or the woo, and it ain't that. We don't all right, nigga. Long as you know where you stand and where we stand at, nigga. You can come over here and semi live like on PJ. Let us whoop and all this and all that, man. It's gonna on my mama. You get a verbal ass whipping, bro. You ain't just you from that and you like, no, nigga, it ain't going like that. Let's jump back into this content, man.
All right, Flocka, Bunny. Hell yeah. All y'all from Florence? Yeah, bro. Right there, shit. Right there next to the house, man. Hell yeah. Yep, sorry. Nice to meet you. What's up, lamb truck? Yeah, that's we found the lamb truck, blood. Y'all can get we found the keys. We found the keys, though. He said, I didn't we found the keys. Big shoe today, you hear me? Folk Gunner Breezo in my hood. You hear me? We going down the day, man. It's viral moment. That's what we doing. You hear me? On Bloods, we in the Nixon Guard projects. Blood, we going up. DT out here with us, man. You hear me? Shout out Vanessa Bryant. You know what I'm saying?
I want to show you another video. Hold on. Let me show you this video right here. Look at this one. Let me just show you this one. We're going to the rabbit, man. Let me stop this one. Let's get over here and watch this one. Watch this. We're going over here with the little dude rabbit. We got a kind of crazy interaction and all that, but I appreciate Rich Rabbit on running content about Imperial Courts. So me and that little nigga probably run some content with each other, man. Do I want to fight Rich Rabbit? No, man, I'll beat the fuck out of Rich Rabbit. But I mean, a motherfucker get a little nigga love and we just establish respect intellectually. Like, listen, dog, I'm gonna respect you as such. You respect me as such. Nigga, meet me in the projects and let's get some exclusive content or let's do an interview or something like that. Like, the little nigga really ain't a bad little nigga. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, Rich Rabbit is half-ass all right, man. We get into these disagreements and all this and all that, like, you feel me? But it's cool. Like, it ain't none too severe to where we can't, you know what I mean, potentially work with one another or, you know what I mean, all this and all that, man. I appreciate content that he ran on Imperial Courts housing projects and all this and all that. You know, Imperial Courts housing projects and Watts, man, we like the methamphetamine out there in New Orleans before they tore them down. Like, you know, the Calliope get all the, get a lot of recognition and boom. Then the Magnolia get the recognition. But what about these head busters over here in the meth? You feel what I'm saying? That a lot of dudes can't go and people know, man, them dudes be busting this and doing this and doing that. You go over there, you just may catch one. You feel what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people be sleeping on Imperial Courts and we contribute so much to the field and the culture of Watts. Like, we are key contributors, and that's not taking a shot or taking anything from the niggas in Garden nor the joint down housing projects, but I feel like we are overshadowed by the two major projects when we have just as much that we have contributed to the culture of watch. You understand what I'm saying? But we starting to get our recognition and all this and all that. It's like the methamphetamine. Like, you feel what I'm saying? You heard about the Magnolia, the Calliope, and all this, all that. I'm gonna put you up on Imperial Courts housing projects, man. Shout out to everybody that's in our community that's doing something positive, productive, and just doing what it is that we be doing. But boom, let's get into this content, man. I want to see you. I want you to see it. I want you to see the video that Rich Rabbit did on this right here. Like, hold on. Shout out to Rich Rabbit for the content. I didn't really like this, but look, check it out. That Rich Rabbit did the content, but the interaction of the young brothers from Bunny Hunters. Because if you know the Bunny Hunters, man, Papa Dad and you know what I mean, Hakili and all, man, listen, dog, man, them Bunny Hunter niggas, man, these niggas get money. These Bunny Hunter niggas get paid, but they get to the bag. Man, these dudes had so many foreign cars and so many cars on kilowatts is like 100 spokes and all that D's, like, you feel what I'm saying? Man, these dudes got cars look like they dipped in gold and all this, like crazy paints and all. They had so many cars like that. They say that they named a part of their project Charlotte, because when you came through there, this is one housing project. When you came through it was so fly cars out there, motherfucker. Like, man, this motherfucker look like Crenshaw. So they named it Charlotte. Real life paper get niggas like, when you hear about Papa Dad, you hear about Renee McGowan, you hear about Face, you hear about Hakili. These niggas was niggas that was getting like hundreds upon, but fuck hundreds. These niggas was counting millions. These was like $1 million niggas. Like, so when I'm watching this video, I'm like, that's ain't a proper representation of what Bonnie Hunters be on. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, let's get into it and I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna point out to you, man. Them niggas money, man. Listen, man, I got some stories that I can tell you, but I ain't gonna tell you. You feel what I'm saying? But them niggas get paper, man. When I jumped out, when I got fresh, I was fresh out, and I had to get back right and all this and all that. Man, I had to go over there just to, you know what I mean, boop, bop, 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 and all this and all that, and then, you know what I mean, just to kind of like get back on my feet, so I can speak from experience of dealing with these dudes. And shout out to my nigga Bubby Dub, man. Free my nigga Bubby Dub. Love you, man. On the Rental Nails. Gotta try to get in contact with you, send you a few dollars, dog. Shout out to my nigga Bubby Dub. If anybody got any information on Bubby Dub, please get with me. Send it to me, man, so I can send my partner a few dollars. But let's get into this content, man. I don't feel like this was a proper representation of what Bonnie Hunters is. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Watch as bounty hunter blood members bang on some foos from Florencia. Watch until
So boom, you see the Lamborghini truck out there. So one of the little dudes from Bunny Hunters, he corn popping like, yeah, man, you know, we got drunk last night and all this and all that, like, and lost the keys to the lamb and all this and all that. Now let's get into the content. Remember, he's saying this, man, we got drunk last night and all this and all that and lost the keys to the lamb and all this and all that, like. And then shortly thereafter, this happened.
the end to see what happens.
Let me tell you something. Look down right here, man. You gonna get your shoes dirty in the projects, my nigga.
Yeah.
Growing up in the projects, it's a beautiful struggle. No matter the circumstances, you always make sure to count your blessings and help one another.
Keys at, blood.
Where the keys at, blood? Where the keys at, blood? Just so that y'all are abreast to what I'm talking about. You see they asking for keys and saying they lost the keys to the lamb truck. Now pay attention. This ain't proper representation of my niggas from Bunny Hunters. Like, these niggas is some real money go getting type niggas. Like, hold on, let's get back into it, man. Rest in peace to Hakili, man.
The keys. Blood was loaded last night off the Don. Lost the keys, blood.
These are moments before they come across the Florencia 13 members.
Where y'all from?
Project. I ain't gonna lie, everybody be up in them projects as far as Hispanics. I done seen 38s, the homies.
Damn. You can't really say that about Imperial Courts. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And that ain't a shot at the homies from Bunny Hunters, like, you feel me? But the dude Rich Rabbit saying, you know, it'd be a lot of Mexicans, it'd be a lot of Soranios in their projects and all this and all that. We got Mexicans in our projects and we love them. But a lot of their kids is, or the herd, what's the deal, Heedy, and all this and all that. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But it's like having these Soranio sick ass Vactos and these like, nah, it ain't too much like that in Imperial Courts. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Then we understand the dynamics that the projects is a fortress. Like, They'll get a call from they big dogs. They'll stop they beefing, figure out our routines, this, that, and third, and try to run us out of well, not our projects, it's the government projects, but try to run us out the projects. They're very strategic like that. They did that to the East Coasters down there where the Quato Flats now occupy the projects where the First Street East Coasters used to call their home, where they used to reside at. You feel what I'm saying? They had the Vadios around the projects to stop beefing, to give support to the Hispanic gang that was trying to take the projects from the First Street East Coasters, and they were successful in it. A lot of people say down in San Pedro that the Rancho San Pedro's that they allegedly ran the Dodge City PJ Crips or the Dodge City Crips about their projects, but what they do is strategically have the surrounding barrios to give aid to this barrio to get the blacks up out of there, because the projects, it's a fortress, it's a community within a community. The projects is always going to generate money. The projects is always going to shield you, you know what I mean, from the regular residential communities and all this and all that. First Street gave them a fight, though. Yeah, most definitely. They put up a cold fight. They did their thing. We can't deny that, but they don't got them projects no more. And if we don't move strategically, those projects can be taken from either your homies or my homies. If niggas don't move the way that they supposed to move, they the government projects, number one. But while we over there occupying them and all that, you know, the bounty hunters and the PJs are notorious for not sharing. We're not sharing. We're not going to do that. If the government want to come and take these motherfuckers and knock them down, once they do that, we'll leave. But y'all coming over here doing this and doing that, it's not going to be successful. It's just going to be ugly. It's going to be cold. But let's get back into the content. You see the young bunny understand that they lost the keys to the lamb and all this and all that, and boom, they just meet the guys from Florence. And watch this.
Oh, yeah? Oh, y'all from Florence? Yeah, bro. Right there and shit. Oh, next to GI house. Yeah? Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. Nice to meet you. What's up? Lamb truck? Yeah, that's all. Where y'all from?
The lamb truck. The lamb truck that the young bunny hunters say that they lost the keys to was never theirs. They never had the keys. The whole time, it was the guys from Florencia that say it was their lamb truck. I couldn't play like that. That's corn popping. That's gonna make certain dudes look at bunny hunters and judge them off of you all's content and action. Like, oh man, the bunny hunter niggas claiming trucks that ain't theirs. They corn popping, they studio and they peacock. Nah, them bunny hunters get down like that. I don't know what they was on, you know what I mean, and they're making content and all that, but that kind of like, it's like, what's up with these niggas? Like, you feel what I'm saying? Because if I tell you, man, shit, man, I lost the keys to the Porsche, which I have before. I mean, I lost the keys to the BMW, which I have before. On my mama, man, I lost the key, man, and I'm tripping like, man, but that's neither here nor there. Let's get into this content right here, man. So you see the bunny hunter showed an abundance of love to the Florences, abundance of love. So we're gonna try to run it over here. Let's see if we can run it from off here, like. Now let me show you how the Florence, or a member of the Florencia Tereses, returned the love. And we can agree the bunny hunter showed them dudes an abundance of love. Oh my mama, an abundance of love, respect, was very welcoming and all this and all that. And this is the motherfucking thanks they get. Hello. What? My nigga from Bunny Hunters, listen to me, dog. When you told him, man, I'm from niggas and going Bunny Hunters, like I'm telling him from Eastside PJ Wise. And he's like, I'm from Florence. Oh, it's about to be, oh, y'all ain't even see it. Oh, my mama. Y'all ain't even see it. Boom, let's run it back. Oh, my mama, look, check it out. Look at this. Hello.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hold on. Watch this. I gotta go out and come back in. Check it out.
Next to our body. Well, I'm Florence. Florence? Yeah. Respect. I'm hustlers, nigga. Fuck booty hoes, nigga. And they dead ass homies, nigga. Fuck booty hoes, nigga. Fuck booty hoes, nigga. You wanna get off on me, nigga? You wanna get off on me, nigga? All right, nigga. Say, nigga. Fuck booty hoes, nigga. And they dead ass homies, nigga. Fuck twatty, nigga.
Wow.
Nigga. Mixed with bananas. Oh,
Man, that's on my mama. Listen to me, dog. I slightly feel offended by that, nigga. Nigga, me and my brother, like, you feel what I'm saying, nigga? We know some real bounty hunters that's RIP, you know what I mean? And he say F bounty hunters and they whoopty whoop homies and all this and all that. Like, nigga, what? What's up with this nigga from bounty hunters? Like, nigga, you from the projects, my nigga. You from the projects. Nigga, we don't let niggas get all up on us like that and all that. When you said I'm from niggas and going bounty hunters, and he said, all right, well, I'm from Florence. The way that he said that, you supposed to be like, hold on, my nigga, like, what we on? We on beef with y'all, nigga? Is it an issue? You never was supposed to let that little youngster get up on you close enough to where he slapped you. You just let this nigga slap you. And then you gonna look at the other Mexicans and you gonna say, can I get that? Nigga, fuck can you get down with him? Nigga, beat that nigga ass unless he flexed on you and produce a pistol. But in the video, you can tell the little youngster ain't brandishing no weapon, like, you feel what I'm saying? My nigga from Baniana, you was supposed to fuck that nigga over on my mama. You was supposed to beat his ass, my nigga. Let's run that shit back, cuz. Ooh, I wonder what Baniana BJ got to say about this. Cause Baniana BJ be on that tip, like, you feel what I'm saying? Baniana BJ is one of those Africans that's like really on some pro-black shit, but he about that Baniana thing. Baniana BJ for sure about that Baniana thing. But I know he wouldn't appreciate this. Any nigga I know from Banianas ain't gonna appreciate this, dog. On my mama. The niggas that I know I'm familiar with and all this and all that, like, they ain't gonna rock with this. Like, if listen, on my mama, on Stevie, like, I try to stay out the politics and all this and all that. That nigga said he was from PJs and that happened to him, and I be on the phone and the homies like, who is that nigga? That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna go into no details and all this and all that. We also have to understand that the feds is watching, the feds is surveilling, and the feds is recording. You don't want to come on here and say no shit and be like, oh yeah, he with the, and he calling, like, nope, not gonna do that to myself, all my folks. But let's get back into this content. This shit is crazy.
Florence, you. Respect. All right. Bananas. Or I'm Florence, you. Respect. All right, I'm hustlers, nigga. Fuck booty hoes, nigga. And they dead ass homies, nigga. Fuck booty hoes, nigga. Fuck booty hoes, nigga. You wanna get off on me, nigga? You wanna get off on me?
Of course he wants to get off on you. You just slapped that grown man, brother. Nigga, you act like you in disbelief that this nigga want to get off on you. Oh, you want to get off on me? You want to? Yeah, nigga, you just slapped him. Nigga, you should be expecting him to retaliate in some form or fashion. You just slapped him. You thought he was a all the way mark. But when you seen that he's willing to return the violence, oh, you want to get off? No, nigga. Yeah, he need to beat your ass, nigga. He need to fuck you up, nigga. He need to DDT you and give you a bunny on the supreme. Yeah, if you from Baniana, you know what a Baniana Supreme is, nigga. Get that nigga a Baniana Supreme, nigga. You don't let this little nigga walk up on you and diss and slap you and all that, nigga. It should have been a red flag on Stevie. Once the little nigga told you on hood, and he said on hustlers or something like that. See, they don't believe in me when I'm saying that a lot of Soranios are now using black gang terminology. You got some Sordanios that beef for bloods, they say cuz. You got some Sordanios that beef for Crips, they say blood. Oh, my mama. Oh, no, they don't. Hey, that's my little partner, man. He just jumped on. One of them, Florence, tried to tell me certain clicks press watch blank and some don't, which makes no sense. Yeah, it don't make. Hey, shout out to my little nigga Rich Rabbit, man. We gotta figure out interactions, Rich Rabbit, man. I don't like beefing with you, brother. I think you're a cool little young nigga. You feel what I'm saying, man, and all this and all that, man. I really want to bring you to the projects, give you an exclusive, Mike, on Mike. I want to bring you to the hood, not try to fight you, do nothing to you. That ain't what a nigga on, man. But I want to bring you over there, my nigga, and get you an exclusive interview from Imperial Courts housing projects, dog. You feel what I'm saying? I want to give that to you. I want to give you that alley hoop and all this. And we'll do it, my nigga. We really get into some real heavy shit, like, you feel what I'm saying? But I don't know if you into doing interviews and all this and all that, but I don't got no hard feelings towards you. We talk shit, I tell you I whoop your ass, but I do know that I'll really whoop your ass. But no, man, you like a social media little brother to me, man. Like we get into it and all this and all that, but it's out of love. And I be catching them strays that you be throwing at me, nigga. Don't act like I don't be knowing when you be talking about me and all that. But it's all love, my nigga. You my little brother. And now and then, you know, I put built to ass on the internet and all this, but you a cool little dude, man. Continue to do what it is that you doing, my nigga. And I pray that the Most High God bless you beyond your imaginations and all this, my nigga, on the Renegades. But shout out to Rich Rabbit. Hey, but listen, man. Black Cuz, what's the deal? On my mama, Rich Rabbit, it's love, man. I be telling my folks about you, man, on the Renegade. So whenever you ready to do some content or all this and all that, man, you got a direct line to the PJs, man. And that's an alley hoop that I'm giving to my little brother. You my little brother, but you got to stay in the little brother place, man. I don't like beefing with my brothers and all this and all. But sometimes I be have to put belt to your ass, man. But not just fucking with you. But it's all love. Black Cuz, what's the dinner deal, man? Hey, say, man. Hey, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. We gotta play this video one more time. Man. I don't know who that nigga is from Bunny Hunters, man. But come on, my nigga. Like, I'm not even from Bunny Hunters. And I'm feeling type of way. God damn it. 21 Question Podcast, right? This is what he say. That's another one of my partners. He all right. Well, I don't know who he is, so I can't call him a partner. But this is my fantasy. I would have beef. Oh, I would have beat the burritos out of him or die trying on God. You got to shoot me at this point, but they love hit and runs. See, now, if that was a crip, hey, if that was a crip, the caption would have been extremely different. He would have been saying, oh, man, see, hey, sometimes I be building with y'all. Let's just watch this one more time. Hold on.
Nigga, all right, nigga. Suck, nigga. Fuck booty hoes, nigga. And they dead ass homies, nigga. Fuck twatties, nigga. Florence, nigga.
From next to our body hunters.
Oh, I'm Florence.
Florence.
Yeah.
Respect.
All right, I'm hustlers, nigga. Fuck booty hoes, nigga.
Wow.
And they dead ass homies, nigga. Fuck booty hoes, nigga. Fuck booty hoes, nigga. You wanna get off on me, nigga?
This scary app. Nah, don't say that, gay. This nigga asked some Pisces. Can I get down with him? Can I get off on him? Nigga, them Pisces are like, my friend, nothing to do with us. Go fight. Them Pisces ain't in there. Them Pisces hoping that he don't trip on them. This nigga from Bunny Hunters, and this ain't a shout out to all my niggas from Bunny. This nigga from Bunny Hunters gets slapped by a youngster from Florence, and he turned to some Pisces and say, this what y'all on? Can I get off on him? Can I get down with him? Nigga, what the fuck you asking for permission for? And a motherfucker just utterly disrespected you, my nigga. The ultimate disrespect. This nigga done slapped you, my nigga. Nigga, fuck asking for permission. Nigga, fuck that nigga up. And if they want some, fuck them up. Nigga, fuck that. Nigga, this. Forgive me, man. Forgive me. I love Watts. I love everything in Watts, dog. Even though certain suckers and bitch ass niggas and degenerates and informants and hoe ass niggas be, you know what I mean, taking shots at a nigga and all this, nigga. I love all Watts, nigga. PJ, Bunny Hunter, Great Street, 10 Line, Front Street, nigga, Nut Hood, Fudge Towns, Back Street, Mafia, Beach Town Mafia, Home Street Watch, Hat Gang, Hometown Watch, nigga. I love all Watch, nigga. 7th Street Watch, nigga. I already said Home Streets, but everything in Watch, nigga. I love Watch, nigga. On my mama. And seeing this happen to a representative of Watch, nigga, that shit got a nigga like, nigga, fuck the blood and crip separation and all this and all that, nigga. Like, nigga, that nigga black. Not only is he black, nigga, he from my section. Not only is he from my section, he from a Damu hood that we have a pretty decent relationship with. And I know my Bunny Hunter niggas don't get down like that, my nigga. So it's not a proper representation to what that B and that H is about. Like, on my mama, it's crazy. Rod Zay Visual says, no lies told, man. All I can do is come on here and tell the truth. On my mama. We're going to watch the video one more time, and we're going to bring this to a conclusion. We're going to bring it to a cessation. My partner D-Lo from Bunny Hunter Watch says, IDEK, who that is, he need to put off, though, for sure. I can't say a put off, man. That's kind of extreme, man. D-Lo ain't playing. Okay, he's like, D-Lo ain't playing. Like, he said, man, he need a put off. He probably need to get his feet whipped a little bit, like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, then those dudes from Florence is over there. Listen, my nigga, look at this video. Who is blood? No, we need blood, nigga. The homie need to run that with him on my mama, cause y'all saying that we cool, everything boo. We got a cool relationship, nigga. We embrace y'all, nigga. You niggas living in the hood, nigga. We don't politic on y'all. We don't trip on y'all. We let y'all come and go as y'all please without the pressure of, you know what I mean, niggas pressing y'all, turning up, nigga. So if we got a cool relationship, nigga, we need the homie to fade this little nigga. If it ain't like that, nigga, show us it ain't like that, and find this little nigga and let the little homie or let the homie go in there and fuck him up, nigga, because he said some shit that can strain this relationship. On my mama. If they stayed in my projects, nigga, that'd be what it is, like on my mama, because he speaking as a representative for Florence while saying own hood and calling himself a hooster. So you identifying with the Crips and Bloods, excuse me, you're identifying with a Crips set. But the Florence say the reputation of fucking with the Swans, the Pueblos, and the Bloods, they always been like more prone to fuck with Bloods than they do Crips. But you know, that's neither here nor there. But check this out, man. Hey man, say man, we gonna run this content back one more time, and it's crazy on my mama. Them LA streets get dangerous.
You wanna get off on me, nigga? All right, nigga. Say, nigga. Fuck booty hoes, nigga. And they dead ass homies, nigga. Fuck twatties, nigga. Florence, nigga.
Mix of Albanians.
Oh, I'm Florence.
Florence.
Yeah.
Respect.
All right, I'm hustlers, nigga.
See, that's where the nigga from Bonnianas went wrong at. Respect. Nigga, if it was a Crip, would you have told him that? The young the young nigga from Florence, he sensed the moment of weakness, like, well, I'm from Florence. When he said it like that, he said, you from Florence? Respect. Niggas probably like, man, all nigga from East Side, Bunny Watts. Like, that's how I know, man. That's how I know Bunny is the bang. Like, man, I'm from East Side. Bunny Watts. What's bracking blood? Oh no, I'm just from Florence. Like, the dynamics would have been different. See, you got to understand this shit is indoctrinated in a lot of Hispanics on how to interact with blacks, how to assess blacks, how to gauge blacks. Like, they have been trained on how to engage us. When you show a little weakness, nigga, they gon', you know what I mean? Just like the little dudes out there in motherfucking out there, wherever the fuck they was at, the little Crip dudes from Compton, when they bounced out on them and all this and all that, and like they knew that it wasn't gonna be no real resistance there. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Motherfuckers will try to test the waters when they feel like motherfuckers is weak or too compassionate or too welcoming. Like, they take that shit as a sign of weakness, and you gotta understand that that's just part of their culture. When you gonna start reciprocating, when you gonna start treating your people better so that we can treat motherfuckers how they been treating us, when you gonna get the clue, when we gonna get the clue, cuz I don't want to be for no bloods. I don't want to be for nothing that look like me. If I want to build relationship with my folks, dog, so that we can stop these type of situations and all this and all that. Like 21 Questions podcast. That nigga had so much to say with them young Crips. Young Crips. Listen to me. Young Crips. These niggas was young. This nigga from Bounty Hunters is a full-grown German Shepherd, full-grown Rottweiler, full-grown man. You understand what I'm saying? But 21 Questions in the podcast, they didn't berate him. He didn't say all the shit to him, or in the caption, he didn't make the caption about cuz like he did about the young Crip dudes. That's that favoritism, nigga. We got to start calling a baller, strike a strike. Cause you be having some cool content, my nigga, but you be on some bullshit. Let's run this shit back one more time, man. Let's get up out of here, man. I'm trying to get y'all a photo today. Black cuz, I see you, love you.
Fuck booty hoes, nigga. And they dead ass homies, nigga. Fuck booty hoes, nigga. Fuck booty hoes, nigga. You wanna get off on me, nigga? You wanna get off on me, nigga? All right, nigga. Say, nigga. Fuck booty hoes, nigga. And they dead ass homies, nigga. Fuck twatties, nigga. Florence, nigga.
Mix of Albanians.
Man.
Florence.
Yeah.
Respect.
All right, I'm hustlers.
He said, all right, on hood, on hustlers. Block Bender says, I'm glad I'm not from LA. See, this should be giving LA niggas a bad reputation, and niggas want to complain being from LA. Oh, we this, that, and third. We'll stop doing shit that people can misconstrue and misinterpret as being weak shit. Stop doing it. Stop allowing it. Stop sharing it. Stop participating in it. I'm glad I'm not from LA. Excuse me, hold on. He says, I'm glad I'm not from LA. I'd have been body a burrito dead homies. I'm not saying that. Ken folks are saying that. Lucky says we BHB blank and Florence blank. He must be from the other side. He must be from, you know what I mean? I be bumper down. I don't even play these type of games. Damn, they been on one lately, dissing everything. I seen a I seen hunters give some flowers a pass in the Nicholson Gardens blood. Oh, I ain't mean to disrespect nobody, but somebody said that. For show 554 say I seen the hunters give some Florencias a pass in the Nicholson's blood. On my mama, they did. I just showed that video. Why did he leave? Should have ran their pockets, but some Florence are really weeds. On gangsters, on some real, the hunters give Florence a lot of passes. I didn't witness it. Watts get back colder. Watts get back way colder. That get back's a motherfucker. Just Cali Ice fell asleep on Mars says, bruh, did some blade ass shit, acted like it was good and snuck him. You gotta expect that in LA. Nigga, with not just LA, you feel what I'm saying? Nigga, you gotta expect that type of shit. Zai, the rebel official says, tell him to get up with Ice since he's so hard and that's on 20s. Damn. Hey, say, man. Hey, man. That was crazy, man. That was some crazy shit. But hey, man. It's your player partner, Bobby WAJ. Tapping in. Let me do this right here. Tapping in, man. Bringing you some thought-provoking content. Hold on. Let me do this right here. We're going to get up out of here. James Cash says Mexicans ain't shit. Emmett Jones says who's respect us when we use Italian names like Gotti, etc. When Italians don't even like African Americans, but we like their names. And Image, explain that, please. I don't push that shit. I am Bobby Double Yay J, baby. You feel me? I ain't no Gotti. I ain't no Capone. I ain't no Noriega. I ain't no Escobar. I'm not none of that. I'm Bobby Ye. I go off of Bobby Ye. You understand what I'm saying, man? But I feel you. You know what I mean? Like the Italians, the way that they was treating our people, like I would never. Gotti, Capone, Gotti, Capone, Luciano, Lucci. What are some more mafia names? Capone is a name that a lot of blacks push. Capone, Gotti, um, some niggas even push that Benny Siegel shit. Luciano, Lucci, and all this. I couldn't do it, man. I'm Bobby Ye, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if anything, you know, I got an uncle named Bumperjack. I got a brother named Lil Bump and all that. If anything, we are aligned and we are representing Bumpy Johnson that was putting belt to ass on them Italians that was trying to come in Harlem and take shit over. Like, that's the cloth that I come from. You understand me? Like, man, I'm not pushing none of that, dog. I'm Bobby Ye. But the brother, what he said, it does have some validity to it because the Italians was trying to fuck over blacks. Like, on my mama, they was trying to do to us. It don't even matter. That's why people from out of state think we scared of Mexicans. You right. Mo's the Great. Hey, shout out to my nigga Mo's the Great. Y'all support my partner channel. These Mexicans in Southern California out of pocket. We allow them to be out of pocket because we're disunified. We're not on the same accord. If we get on the same accord and we unify, the dynamics drastically shift. On my mama, I'm telling you what's real. Black Cuz, what's the deal, man? I love you, Cuz, man. I've been reaching out to a partner like the nigga ain't reaching back out. Like, nigga, I'm just trying to pull up and show some love and love on my people. Nigga, life is short. Like, what's up with Cuz? Like, tell that nigga I see him and I love him and all that. Like, nigga, I know you be seeing my messages and all that. Nigga, all the nigga trying to do is pull up and express love, my nigga. But it is what it is. As long as y'all know that I love y'all, Cuz, always love y'all, and will forever love y'all. That's all that matter on PJ Crip. I put it out there that I love y'all. But tell Cuz, man, stop ducking my calls and shit. That ain't cool. My nigga D-Lo from Bunny Hunter said, no, D Show hell, that nigga need a DP for sure on my mama. Somebody said F a specific. These motherfuckers crazy, but I love y'all. Somebody said F a I can't. I don't even want to say it because I want to be like, oh, Bobby Ye's a racist, like all that type of shit. You know, that's the shit we trying to put on my name and all this and all that. No, nigga, I call a ball, a strike a strike. I put out there what's the real. Hey, so this is going to be the conclusion of this. Hold on. And the crazy part is that niggas always get ran out by Mexicans, it seems like. Tree Haley, you are, you know, shit, you got valid points, Queen. My partner, Black Warrior Spirit, I used to stay in my mom's homegirl Dee Dee's apartment in Watts with a babysitter when my mom and her homegirl Dee Dee would hang out. I can dig it. Or Iran says they in one of the most notorious black LA projects without a care. Heavy, that's heavy. A nigga from long moved in Imperial Courts. Used to get that nigga hell on PJ. Oh, nigga, come here, nigga, shut up, nigga. Put your hands up, nigga. What you got? Oh no, fool, man, that's ain't you niggas racist? Oh man, not me, man. You're my family, and I'm trying to go. Nigga, shut up, nigga. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay. You can't be that. You can't be for no racist ass body and think you just gonna move to Imperial Courts and everything gonna be smooth. When I was around and all this and all that, you feel what I'm saying? Like, hell no, nigga. Nigga, you gonna get my partner, Black Warrior Spirit says, salute Watts Kelly from Kelly Bay for show. About to slide into the gym, eat breakfast for show. Gotta stay strong on the rental Step and be blessed. Hey, y'all, this is my time, and I appreciate y'all. Too black, too strong. We all we need, we all we got. Let's live in peace before we force the rest in. All praise be to the Most High God and all power to the people, man. It's your play upon the Bobby WAJ. I'll be back at y'all sometimes today. I owe y'all 3 more videos. So we gonna jump into 3 more videos. Nobody told you today. In the words of my big homie Buttermilk, rest in peace. I love you.